Hey there, everyone. Just wanted to introduce you to someone who I thoroughly respect and who has helped me and my family out tons and tons with lots of things for the last few years now. Things like anxiety that I deal with, anxiety that my 8-year-old child deals with, even down to, Tracy, I don't even remember, but a couple of years ago, my son was suffering with polyps. You gave me a lot of stuff and some advice to reduce all that without having to go to the doctors and use some steroid creams they advised my 6-year-old to use. Anyway, so this is my skin coach, my wellness coach, Tracy Winterbourne. She is a holistic therapist, does a lot with holistic facials. She uses a lot with aromatherapy on skincare, using qualifications that she's been studying for years, using science and healing modalities. Tracy, thank you for all the help that you've helped me and my family with. So I'm going to pass you over and get Tracy to tell you about all the wonderful things and share all of her knowledge and all of her love with you guys.
Thank you. Hey, well, where do we start? So we'll start with essential oil science. That's really where, as well as a skin coach, that I've been for you. One of the biggest things that's really been from a well-being point of view for you and your family, hasn't it? So essential oils is very, very passionate to me. I trained in aromatherapy when I left school, when I trained as a therapist, but went back and did a very deep, detailed diploma in essential oil science, because there's so much power in them little bottles, these tiny little bottles that are like nature's pharmacy to me. They do need to be used with respect, and if they're used properly and with love, they can have some amazing holistic effects. So topically, I use them within things like my lovely facial oils when I'm doing my facials, treating things like eczema, psoriasis, or they can just be put into diffusers and used around the home. Diffusing it around the home is probably one of the nicest ways for everybody within the family, especially right now in this isolation, to benefit holistically. For example, let's get a couple of oils. So 2 that I've got out, which are great for the whole family, even from 1 year up. If you want more detailed info on the amount of drops you should be using, just get in touch with me, because it is very, very important that if you're in a small space, you're limiting the amount of drops you're putting in your diffusers. But frankincense and mandarin are 2 wonderful oils that are suitable for newborn babies as well. But what I'm going to give you advice on today will probably be from about 1 up, okay? So frankincense, firstly, is one of my go-to favourites. Frankincense, just think of trees, you know, it's just expansive, it's grounding, opens up the airways, which is why they use it for meditation. But there's lots of other effects from an antimicrobial, antifungal point of view as well.
It's anti-inflammatory as well, Trace, isn't it?
Anti-inflammatory, massively anti-inflammatory. It does everything, and it's really good for the skin, as I know too, part of my everyday skincare routine. And the other one is mandarin, yeah, and yours. Yeah, and your family. Mandarin's the other one that these just blend beautifully together. Mandarin is just so gentle out of the citrus oils in general. If you think of like the other citrus, the lemons, the grapefruits, but mandarin is a lot more gentle, but very, very uplifting from a gentle point of view. Really good for the tummy, really good for any digestion problems. But that can also be, if you think about the tummy, that can be nervous digestion. People have a little bit of anxiety, stuff going on within the belly, that hub, you know, our belly center. So these 2 blended together from a whole family point of view has got a lot going on. The other thing you could do with them is also make a very easy peasy bath oil. Get an empty bottle, one of my favourite N.O.W.S yard ones there. And the reason why there's so many blue bottles is because I use N.O.W.S yard remedies because I use only pure essential oils. I like to use a brand that I trust, where I know their ethics, where, you know, their ethos as a company, and where their oils actually come from. It's very, very important to me. So an empty blue bottle, you could fill it up with something like grapeseed, which is very inexpensive, very, very lightweight. It's not a nut oil, so anybody that's going to react to nuts, that's going to be fine. It's a seed oil, but still lots and lots of benefits for the skin. If you just fill up I probably, let's go, say 50 mils. You put 50 mils into your empty bottle, and you, depending on the size of your bath, if you've got a big bath, you might want to add a couple more drops in, but for a normal size bath with 50 mils of oil in one of these, you could put 10 drops of each of those. Literally wish that together, leave it by the side of your bath, and you have got a gorgeous smelling bath oil for the whole family that you could use at night. So you could buy 2 little bottles, but you could put them in a diffuser, make bath oils, do everything. One
Tracy,
thing,
I actually add the oils that I've got from you. Frankincense is one of them. Sometimes I use the women's blend that you've made for me, but I add them to my shower gels. So I go to the refill room, fill up with some liquid, some good liquid, like a body wash, and I just add the essential oils. And oh my god, the smells are incredible. And you know that then everything's clean. There's no other toxins entering my body. It's good.
Yeah, totally. And going back to diffusers, with any of the diffusing, whatever oils you're putting in, something that people don't realise that you can do, which works beautifully, is put in things like the flower essence into the diffusers. There's lots of different flower essences, like there are lots of different essential oils. Most people know Rescue Remedy.
Yes.
And that's going to be what it does in the tin. And you can buy it everywhere, whether you want to get it from somewhere like Greens or you want to get it in Boots. You can get it anywhere, yeah? But putting a couple of drops of that mixed in your diffuser is just going to work incredibly for that gorgeous, calm. It's just going to add to the benefits of the oils. And at the time that we're at right now, and the kids, as well as putting a few drops under their tongue before bed, it's a really good way to put it in with the oil. So it's being diffused around your space right now.
Yeah.
Okay. What else? Geranium was another one that I got out to talk about. This is more coming from a women's point of view. Geranium's really good because it's our super balancer. Really, really good for women. So if you wanted to buy 3 oils, then 3 would be really good because they could be for the family, but 2 of them could be primarily for us women.
Really good for those women or mums that are home that are working and are also teaching our children as well. I 100%, one of the first people around we went into lockdown was Tracy. Please supply me with all the things I'm going to need to balance me out, to cope with the overwhelm. Yeah, and honestly, it 100% they work.
Yeah. And geranium, that it is a woman's oil. When I learned about this, is why it's quite treasured to me, because it is, obviously it's a balancing oil and it's going to balance men as well, but it is a women's oil and it does balance. It's a hormonal oil, really great for the nervous system. So mixing something like that with not the mandarin, the frankincense, you've got your grounding and your balancing. So there's so many different things these oils can do. But again, you could make yourself purely be selfish, make yourself a bath oil the same way, but a women's one. So lots of different things you can do with those oils.
How about cleansing your house and cleansing your, like, well, while we're very conscious at the moment, isolation means that we're not getting the fresh air that we were once used to. We're kind of sometimes maybe suffocated or around the same stagnated air. What can we do to uplift the mood and spread that joy and love from the oils around the house? Like, what would you recommend?
Yeah, for sure. It's part of N.O.W.S Remedies actual aromatherapy. They do some pre-blended oils. So if you don't want to faff around with thinking, oh my god, I've got to get all these different oils, they're all quite expensive, they do a lovely set of different, there's 12 in all, and there's focus, there's cleanse, there's meditation, there's nighttime, which I will be using tonight because I just could not sleep. Even as an aromatherapist, I might have my 90 oils, but sometimes I just want to pick something up and use it, and there is a cleanse in there. In that cleanse, you've got things like lemon, because it's antimicrobial, antifungal. There's some Raven Sarah in there, which is antiviral. And obviously, them types of uplifting, cleansing, detoxing the air does detox the mind as well. So, yeah, lemon is a really, really good one. Some people don't like tea tree, but that is another really good one, but it can be quite harsh.
Yeah, I'm one of them.
Amazing one as well. Thyme is a really good one, and rosemary as well. But again, it depends how far you want to sort of go. If you think, I've got all them oils, so many people have got these lovely little oils in a drawer, I don't know what to do with them. Yeah, your rosemaries, all the ones that feel zingy and stimulating, they're often the ones that are the cleansing ones.
Yeah, you can smell them in cleaning products. If you use general mainstream cleaning products, they always smell of lemon, citrus or
Kind.
ocean fresh. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Great. Okay, actually, Tracy, you just reminded me. Tracy's created an oil blend for Now's the Time for Change, and some of those smells that you've mentioned, about I think Ravenstar was one of them that we were playing with, like the importance or the benefits of Ravenstar. You can.
There was three, wasn't there, in all that you
Yeah.
chose. And it was funny how Ravensara kept coming up, and I still find this quite touching that we kept going back to that oil, and there's not many oils that are antiviral.
Yeah.
And it was one of them. And
yeah, and good for kids as well, isn't it? Which is obviously really important.
Yeah, exactly. All the three oils that you chose, you wanted, didn't you, to be
for the family.
Yeah. So the oils that have been blended are again from age 2 up. The Ravensara is really good for immunity as well. So the three oils you picked, so there was orange, sweet orange, Ravensara, and good old frankincense. Yeah. Ravensara, good for strength, good for immunity, antiviral, anti-infection, good if you're coming down with something as well. Flus, coughs, colds, but it's very expansive again. But it was just the immunity side of it as well, wasn't it, that you loved about it? But it was, I would say, a very strong oil that you just kept getting drawn to. Yeah. So yeah, that was the first one that you come back to. The next was the orange, which is a little bit different from the mandarin that we spoke of. It's a lot sweeter, which makes it even more comforting almost. The mandarin is still lovely and it's very uplifting, but there's that much more sweetness, that more cuddly, that's something about that sweet orange. So it gives joy. What other words are there? It calms, it nourishes, good for mood swings, which is why it's going to work really well with the big kids and the little ones, insomnia, stress in general, and just calms the nervous system, but great for children. And they love it because it smells of oranges. It's that lovely sort of yummy smell, you know.
Sweet.
And then your ultimate favourite of mine, the frankincense. So we've got all this lovely immunity and sweetness and cuddle, but we also need that grounding, which is where the frankincense very firmly come in. The frankincense that we use is organic from Oman, from Neal's Yard Remedies, and it is just amazing. It's even got like a lemony uplift to it as well. Very expansive, deep breathing, lifts, it calms, immunity, antibacterial again, antifungal. It's just a wonderful
godmother, isn't it? It's the godmother of essential oils. I love frankincense. Like you say, good for all ages and good for male and female.
Yeah, and so the children, which is always good. If we can get the kids on board, you know, that's always a good thing. And as I said to you recently with Livy, wasn't it, about oils, different things. If you've got these oils, bearing in mind, like I said earlier, if you want any advice on if they are child friendly, please just message me. I've got lots of time on my hands being a therapist and I can't touch, so just message me and I'll help you out as much as I can. But if you've got some of these oils and they are child friendly ones, get the kids to play with them, make up some bath oils with them, put the drops in your diffuser with them, tell them what these little bottles are and that they're from outside and they're plants. You know, it's down to us to educate the kids as well, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great. So Tracy, on that note, like, thank you. If anyone wants any more education, and I honestly, like, hands up, Tracy has helped me and my family in lots of emotional states for a good number of years now, and I can highly recommend them. So if anyone wants any more information, and, you know, remember as well, as parents, we are their teachers, not just with education, but everything that we're teaching them. So we're, you know, teaching them these natural resources that are available to us to build our immune system, to make us strong and resilient, to, you know, to help us feel calm when we're fighting against certainly at the moment an environment that and some challenges that they might not quite understand. These oils are so soothing, can help you, you know, make you feel safe. So Trace, where can they find you? All the information
I'm Tracy Winterbourne. I've got no big brand name, that is me. So just find me on Facebook. I've got a wonderful business page. I've been putting lots of different things. I've done some facelift massage, really, which is great for women when you hopefully get your children to bed, if they maybe want to jump on board with that. I did yesterday with some lifting techniques and telling you how to sort of sculpt the face. Other days done things like facial reflexology, which the kids can get involved in as well. So find me on there. There's lots and lots of stuff. My website is tracywinterbourne.com, so easy to find. And you can contact me through either of them, just sort of direct message me or just contact me through my website.
Amazing. Amazing. I will put all this down in the link when I send it off as well, so it'll all be there so they can just tap into you. Tracy, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Lots of love, Tracy.
You're welcome. Thank you, Tash. Bye.